So we have already have a good understandability about how intra-company sales works. As I said that if two plans sharing stock transfer under single company code, we'll call it as intra, that is within. Inter-company means it is in between two company codes. Okay, maybe you can take this one as company code 1, this one as company code 2. Still now for our all processes, one company code is sufficient. Now we required second company code. Okay, so how exactly it works? The similar kind of stock transfer, it is happening between 2727 2030, the plan 3 2727. Yesterday we have seen 2728. These two plans falls under the same company code. Today we will see the stock transfer between 2727 to 2030. If you require vice versa, you can able to do the same thing. Okay, so this is 2030 is your ordering or receiving plant or receiving company code. Okay, so it is asking 2030, I need a stock. So that means 2727 need to be created as a vendor here. How we are going to create? Because since I am ordering, since I have a requirement, so that request need to be driven by my purchase organization. Okay, as yesterday pointed out. So first thing is that we require a purchase organization for 2030. And second thing is that we have to create a vendor. Okay, so what you require? Purchase organization, company code. Within that you are going to create a vendor for this company code. In the similar way, this order company is customer to this supplying company code. Okay, so this in this we are going to create a customer. Okay, this is what we have to do. Yesterday we have already seen. Okay, so the process in detail. Okay, this is what we are going to create again here. Let's try to. Okay, so supplying plant or delivering plant. The only difference is if two company codes, see in my company code, assume that this is Dhruvan Foods Limited. It's not Dhruvan Foods Limited. It may be like, some kind of, so like, Jubilant Foods. So let me put it Golden Jubilant Foods. This is outside company. It's not my sister company. Sometimes it might be my sister company or so it might be in my group or outside of the group. Suppose this company code, okay, so receive the goods from this company code, then your supplying company code will raise a billing called intercompany billing. Okay, what is this billing? Intercompany billing. So when you do this, okay, this company code, for example, this company code is selling receiving the products for 100 euros. Okay, 100 euros per each material. Okay, from this supplying company code. So then what it will do, this company code will raise a bill for 100 euros. 10 pieces means 1000 euros bill it will do. So this Golden Jubilant company code, okay, will raise a bill to the customer actually. Okay, so how it works we'll see on SAP system. Okay, here also you will have one step and two step. when it comes to process, okay, so you have like ME21N. That means this company code will rise PO to this company code. Okay, first one is ME21 is for your purchase order. Okay, it will give purchase order to the supplying company code. For that, your supplying company code will do the delivery. So what is that? Based on purchase VL10D delivery. So that means this company is supposed to receive. If it is two step, then stock will be in transit. You will have a MIGO. Okay. So you will have what I would say MIGO will be there, and you have a bill like from customer side. Bill will be there. Okay. And you will have a Miro also. Intercompany billing will be there. Okay. So let's see how it works. So this is called intercompany invoice. Okay. So invoice will be raised from this company code to this company code. This is called intercompany invoice. We'll see the process flow after doing all our required settings. Okay. So let's go back. Let's check. We try to create this company code first. So SPRO, IMG, enterprise structure. This is the basic thing. We have to create a company code. So let me try to reshare the screen again. SAP got expired. Let me open. Let me log in. Let me share the screen. So let's create another plant. Ordering plant. We'll create one more ordering plant. Like yesterday, we will try to move the stock transfer from 2727 to 2030. So let's come to enterprise structure. Let's come to the definition. Let's come to the financial accounting. Edit, check and delete company code. Okay. So let's try to copy. So two company codes might belongs to the same country or different countries. It doesn't matter actually. Probably we'll copy from 27282 2030, our new company code. Let's press enter. Okay. We'll copy from 2727 otherwise. Data already exists. Let's check. Someone might have created 2030 also. Someone has utilized this company code. So 2031 it is available. Let's go back. Let's try to put it in our example, because since it is a practice system, so it might be created by some other person. Let me keep it for 2031. Okay. Let's go back. So copy. So 2727. I'm just copying 2030. Let's press enter. So it's already exists now. 2031. That's what we have taken for our example. So now everything is the same. We'd like to allocate different currency. No, press enter. This is like your basic level of creating company code, because since we require let it get copied, all the background settings. Okay, now company code is copying. Okay, so it's completed activity. We created 2031. Let's go back. Now go to edit company code 2031. So let's click this. We'll try to edit the name. So what is the name we have given? Let's try to create this company. Maybe let me take this is again from France, or else we can use DE to DE also. There is no issue, or also we'll keep it Germany only. So I already seen one scenario, intra-company stock transfer between two different countries. So let's copy this. Let's try to change the address. So this is this one. So maybe like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for a difference. So let's take this one is not Berlin. This one is, let's take any other city. Let's try to take Hamburg. Okay. So this is Hamburg. So street number 31. This is all you have to control. Okay. So address, let's save this. It's simple, like we have created a company code. For this company code, what you have to do, we'll create one sales organization also. Okay. That is also 2030. Let's come here, define sales organization. So since this org structure already created in your system for another company code, you can try directly. But since I haven't created, I'm just trying to do this basic settings. 2727. So let's copy this. Sales org. So 2031. Let's press enter. So let's copy this. Goods. Sales org. So maybe it is related to Hamburg. Okay, that's it. This I made it like something like street number. I change it. Doesn't matter. It is not going to reflect, but still I'm just adjusting this one. Okay, I'm saved this one. So you got 2031. Okay. So now we got a sales organization. Let's try to create a plant, because ordering plant we required to receive the stock. Let's come to logistics execution. Okay. Before that, let's go to the material management. We don't require purchase organization. We'll just, if you want, we can able to create new purchase organization also, no issues. So let's try to create a plant, define a plant. Let's try to copy the plant 2727. Okay. So let's try to copy this plant. So it's also in Germany. This is Germany plant 2. Okay. So this is, you can give different names, 2030. Okay. 2030. So it's in Hamburg 02. So Hamburg. Okay. So within Germany only, I'm just doing intercompany stock transfer. Okay. So you got it, sales org plant. So we'll try to utilize existing distribution channel division for this setup, because since we have already having so many distribution channels and divisions. So now let's try to create one more purchase organization. Okay, because this is a new one. Okay, D0002. This is Jubilant purchase. Okay, I'm just creating purchase organization. So let's go back and try to check your purchase organization is D0002 we have created. See, yesterday we have seen all these settings, same settings we are doing. We have two plans. What is the two plans? One is 2727 and another one is 2031. Okay. And we shouldn't assign both plans to single company code, but here we have to assign two plans to different company codes. So let's go back. Let's try to define shipping point also. I'm just creating 2727. So this is shipping point Jubilant. Okay. Oh, sorry. I have to create another one. I shouldn't utilize this one. So let's copy this 2031. This is shipping from Jubilant. I'm just copying this one. Okay. This is Hamburg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we have created. Region is 02. Press enter. We created a shipping point from where goods supposed to receive. Okay. So we created a plant. What is our plant? So we'll see all those things in assignments. Don't worry. Now let's come to assignments. Okay. Definition, it is almost over. We don't require any specific things. If you'd like to create it some distribution channel, you can able to create it. The sales area shouldn't be the same for both. Okay. Now assign sales organization to company code. What is our sales organization? 2031. Okay. So what is our company code at receiving side? 2031. See, this is for Golden Jubilant. So let's try to copy this one. So let me try to copy all these settings. So because this company code, the sales organization belongs to this company code. Okay. So from receiving side. So now let's try to create it. Let's try to do the other assignments as well as let's try to do the distribution channel. What is the distribution channel? 2031. For 2031, what is the distribution channel? You can take like internet sales, as I said that, or else you can take your retail sales only 27. Okay, per distributor, or else you can take any other channel. That is another company, that depends on the company what it is there. I'm just taking IS. Okay, I'm just copying this one also. So this is like you have to assign your sales org to distribution channel. So now you got uh, for new plant, new sales organization, you assign to your company code, and more importantly, you have to take the plant. You have to define the plant to 2031 also. That assignment also required for your company code. Okay, this is like we need not create the sales area, but since it is required at a ship to level, because I'll tell you why we have to do this. So let's come here. So 2031 and your division, I'm just taking the same division. Okay, common division. So we'll have a similar kind of division, or else you can take the different division altogether. It's not an issue. Okay, so let's go 2727. I'm just copying all these basics. I think you have learned while working, but sometimes. So what is this? So this is for your what I would say. So sales org to your company code. This is distribution channel. This is division. All these are the basic SD settings. Even if you would like to do stock transfer also. So then set up the sales area. Let's go 2031. So your distribution channel is IS, internet sales, division is this one. So I don't want to complicate the things. For seeing this example, I'm just setting up at my receiving company code side, all settings. Okay. Now let's go back. So let's take out this one. Let's go back. So let's try to do SN sales organization distribution channel plant. So yours is what is that? 2031. So your IS, your plant is 2031. Okay. Entry 2031 does not exist. Maybe I have created 2030. Why this plant is showing? 1 second. First, I need to do assign plant to company code. Otherwise, I cannot able to share this one. Okay. What is my company code? 2031. My plant is 2031. So 2031 company code does not exist. Let me check this. It exists. Maybe I entered O. Let me check the plant. Maybe I might create a 2030. Doesn't matter. So plant I have created 2030 for 2031 company code. Okay. So let's copy this. This is company code plant assignment. Let's come here. Okay. So plant is so your company. So this is company code I have taken. It is 2031. Plant I have taken 2030. See, it can be like 100 plants. Don't think that both should be the same. In our example, we are saying, but for the same company code, you will have 2001 to 2050. 50 plants will be there, or else your plant might be different series. That is something different in real time. Okay, don't confuse. I have taken this plant. Now the stock transfers should be happen. since it is a supplying plant from 27 to 272 here. The setup is not there. That's why I'm doing all these settings actually. Okay. Now let's come here. So let's come to the sales and sales organization, distribution channel, plant assignment. So what is this? 2031 Jubilant. So yours is internet sales, no problem. So plant 2030. Okay, I have taken. Now it will accept. So let's take this setting also. See, this is this particular company code relevant settings. Yesterday we don't require because we have done with within the same company code. For that already settings are there. There is nothing specific to set up. Only plant is assigned, that is sufficient for the same company code. Okay, but here we'll have two different company codes. In between means that is separate company, this is separate company. So this is inter, in we two are separate company codes. Intra means within the same company code the stock transfer is happening. Okay, company code is the key. Don't think in the perspective of the plant actually. So these are the done. Okay, let's go back and try to do all basic settings. So yep, I have done this. So now let's try to check if any issues comes for this. Okay, so you have a plant assignment, you have done this, you have done this. Now material management. So we'll try to assign purchase organization, either company code level or plant level. So what is our purchase organization? D0002 we have created for Jubilant purchase. What is our company code? 2031. Okay, company code is 2031. See, so because within that company code, whoever the plant is there, centrally it is going to share, or else you can tell to your SAP system individually also this setting. So 20, what is your purchase organization? D0002. Either you can able to do both the settings. If you do this, it is at the individual level. 2030 is your plant. Okay, this is Jubilant plant. Like if you assign to company code centrally for all plants, it will work. This is the only difference. Otherwise, nothing is there. Okay, let's try to keep these settings also. Either one of the settings you have to do it. Okay, so yesterday I think we have seen this setting as, see, both plants. So the same setting. So you have to define two plants. Okay, first setting we have done this one. Okay, let's try to put it. If you see, already another sales area is there. Two plants we define. What is that? 2727. It is already there as a supplying plant. Our receiving plant is 2030, ordering plant. Okay, let's go back and try to do all the settings. So assign both the plants to individual company codes, not single company code. Okay, this also we have done. Let's come here. Both plants to not single, individual unique company codes. That means, so your 2727, it is assigned to here. Okay, and here you are going to 2031. For 2031, what is the plant? 2030. That's what we did it. Okay, now come here. What is the third setting? Create purchase organization. Okay, so yesterday 20278 it is there. So now for what we have done, we have created purchase organization as D0002 for Jubilant purchase. Okay, let's try to check for setting assign purchase organization to company code. Okay, let's come here. Assign purchase organization to receiving plant or company code level. Okay, what is our company code? 2031. So for that, what is the purchase organization we have assigned? D0002. We have created Jubilant purchase, or else you have to take the plant. What is the plant? 2030. See, for 2030 D0002 you have to assign. Till we have done four settings. Let's try to do the fifth setting. Okay, so vendor creation. So let's try to create. We haven't created a vendor. We'll create a vendor. So create a vendor by using purchase organization company code. What is the purchase organization? D0002. And what is your company code? Company code is 2031. Okay, we'll try to create that one. So let's come here. Now we are creating vendor. If you follow, what is that? Since who is the purchaser? Ordering and receiving side, they are purchasing. So then the company code is 2031. My purchase organization is D002. Okay, and my account group, yesterday we have chosen 0007 for plants. See, for individual vendors we have to create this one. For this we have to choose this one. Okay, let's press enter here. Now we are going to create a vendor now. Vendor 2727. Okay, so let's take this, any search term, doesn't matter. So let's come to the country and region is Hamburg. And so 1 2 3 4 5 postal code, will give some city. Say here you would like to consider only one thing. What we have done yesterday. So your vendor will be created here. Why? Because your vendor, this plan should be vendor of this particular purchase organization, because they are giving PO to him to supply the goods. So then his master data should be required here. So in the similar way, if you come to our example, so vendor should be created 2031 as 2727. So that means since it is supplying, this plan should be assigned the purchase data. So assign supplying plan to add purchase data tab. This is the important thing. Many people are missing here. Even interviews also, they will ask the similar kind of question. So you recon. So let's try to fill all mandatory. So I'm just filling the payment terms also. Let's press enter. So let's come here. Incoterms. So go to extras, add purchase data. What is your supplying plant? Supplying plant is 2727. Maybe it might throw another because since you have already used for vendor 51. Okay, let's go back. Let me try to remove that one that we have done for our intra company sales. Okay, 51 for 51. Let me take out, otherwise it won't allow you. So 22728. Give me a moment. So let me share the screen. Let me. So here we have to assign our supplying plant. See, since we have already used for another vendor, I just taken out. Okay, so let's try to create XK01. What it says, we'll see this. Vendor King, I'm just giving the name. I'm just filling all the mandatory fields because I made the changes. One second, let me give a try. I'm just creating a vendor, whatever the fields we required. Since both are from Germany, so you have to give this one. Let's try to go to the extras and let's try to give your supplying plant. This is the most important settings. Okay. So let's save this. So your vendor got created as 52. So let's go back. Let's try to put it. Your vendor is 52. Okay. So next, what is your fifth setting? All the same settings will follow. There is no difference. Okay. So what you have done as a sixth setting, you have to create customer. Only one or two additional settings comes because since the it's like some kind of, if even stock transfer is happening, it is chargeable. Then in between for sharing that price, actually it's all depends on the company requirement. I will tell you that one also. Okay. So now create a customer. So why we are creating this customer? Because if you see this plant transferring to this company, so then this company ship to location, this company should know. That means it is transferring from 27 to 2030 address. It should be known by this company when they are printing their bill or whatever. Okay, because if they don't know, how they will send it? Okay, this is very very important setting actually in stock transfer. So creating customer. Okay, so let's try to create a customer now. What is your supplying sales area? Let's come here. XD01 is the transaction. So what is your sales area? 2727. Okay, so you take this distribution channel and you take the division as 27. Say I can able to utilize the existing customer, but since for a revision I'm just creating all the settings, otherwise I can show everything fastly, but it didn't work. Okay, sometimes. So let's take the company. So here, so we need a Jubilant food plant. Okay, let's take this 2030. Your country is DE, and let's try to choose the transportation zone. Any one of this east zone. It's in Hamburg. Okay, so if you don't create internal customer properly while creating purchase order, shipping tab won't be available. This is also another entry question actually. So let's come to the sales area data. Let's come here. Let's put it. Let's come here. Let's try to put it delivery priority and your shipping conditions, and delivering plant is your supplying plant. Now let's try to fill all these details. So if your tax indicators is not available also for Germany, it is happening between to Germany will get one more error, like your shipping tab won't be available. I will show you what is that one. Okay, let's create this internal customer. So it is asking reconciliation account. Let's fill this. Okay, now it is got saved. Okay, let's go to the display mode. Let's copy this customer. See why I'm doing this repetition, because since follow the same process, if I want I can able to utilize the similar kind of settings, but you have a chances to forget. Stock transfers are very very important. Once you become a senior in industry, either SD consultant or MM consultant, you should know all these things. Okay, you need not create it. All these things done by MM consultant. This is important for MM consultant. If some mistake happens or else in support some issues happens, you have to do something on your own. That is more important. You have created a customer. So next, shipping point determination. Okay, so this, anyhow, we have done shipping point determination. Let's do the shipping point determination. So yesterday we have done this shipping point determination. So for your supplying plant, if not, it won't work. And again, more important thing, your material also need to be extended. So create a material for both plants. We'll try to use the same plant because since we have already created for what I would say intra-company stock transfer, the same material we can able to use it since supplying plant is the same. Okay. Now this is very, very important. Okay. 9 setting. Okay. Or else do one thing. So material created in both plants means our plant is yesterday 2727 and 2728. Now our plant is 2727 and plant is 2030. So then I need to extend this material if I would like to use it. Even if I don't create it also, otherwise it will say, boss, I don't know this plant. So let's come here. So retail, any kind of good, whether it may be trading good, finished good, same process for stock transfer. Let's do this. Let's press enter. Yesterday we're copying from this plan to 2728. Okay. Now we're copying from 2030. Since the material is already available, vice versa, you can able to copy it. Because if you don't know, like how system will come to know, like, stock should be similar kind of stock should be available while doing stock posting actually. So your sales org is 2031 Jubilant. Distribution channel is this one. Okay. This much. Maybe storage location, it will say, don't know. Let's try to do this. See, because we're for this new plant, we haven't done storage location determination creation. So now let's go to first SPRO, reference IMG. All these are the basics. If you get errors also, you can able to resolve. If any intercompany stock transfer relevant settings missing, then you'll get big errors. Let's come to the definition. Let's come to the material management. Maintain storage location. So your plant is 2030 for this plant. You can able to take the different storage location. It's not an issue. So maybe I'm taking DDD. Okay. Storage location. So let's save this. So that means we have a sales storage location in 2727. From there, we're posting here. So why I'm taking different things, same thing means you think that it is belongs to the same. It's not like that. Two different company codes. Now let's come here MM01. So let's try to extend this. Press enter. So your plant is 2030. So your sales organization is 2031 Jubilant. Let me make this one as a default. What it is saying, not sale, actually we have created DDD. Okay, see. So now press enter. So same gray flavor cookies should be available. The delivering plant is this one, no problem. So what is this? The plant doesn't exist. 2727. Okay, distribution channel. Okay, so you have to make this assignment also. If the system don't know, it won't allow you. Let me try to keep it as of now 2030. Actually this is the my receiving plant. Okay, let's press enter. Let's press enter. When you do mistake, you will get errors. With that only you can able to learn. Let's press enter. So MRP controller, it says I don't know for this plant. What you have to do, just go. Let's try to maintain since it is a new plant. This is one way like key while explaining if you get an errors. So define MRP controller. So let's go to the new entries. Our plant is 2030. MRP controller is D01. Mr. Krishna, I'm just doing this. Let's save this. I'm good to go. And you might have chances to get one more error here. Side, carry out plant parameters. It is very, very important. Otherwise, while doing stock posting, you will get an error. So let me try to maintain it. Let's copy. So we have two plants, 27 from 27272. The same plant parameters I would like to maintain for 2030. Otherwise, you can able to create it. This is job. Okay, we got created and escape. See, now D01 MRP controller came. So lot size, let's try to choose this one. Which one is allowed, that we can able to keep it here. Okay, press enter. So while creating materials, these two tabs should be available, because you cannot, without this, you cannot able to do the stock transfer. This is an important setting. Okay, price should be the same, 100 euros. I'm just keeping. Let's save this. Yesterday we have seen on detailed while explaining intra-company stock transfer. So the material got created in this. Probably we have missed one assignment. I will explain you what exactly it is, that one. So now let's try to go back to our, what do you call, stock transfer settings. This is more important, 9th. Okay, so within that, yesterday we have seen for intra-company stock transfer, we'll do the similar kind of settings. What is the difference? I will explain you. So now let's press enter. SPRO reference IMG. Come here. What is that? We'll just try to come here. Material management, purchasing, similar way what we have done. Okay, there is something section called purchase order. Within that purchase order, set up stock transfer order. Define shipping data for plants. What you have done yesterday. So your supplying plant is this one. Okay, for 2727, you keep it the supplying sales area, no problem. So for yesterday intra, for receiving, you assign this customer for this plant. So for 2030, so you will do the similar kind of thing. 15, I think we have created our customer. Let's go back and try to check. This is the customer. Yesterday we created for 14. So for repetition only, I have done this. Press enter. Okay, Golden Jubilee Foods. This setting very, very important. Otherwise, your shipping tab won't be available. You cannot able to do the delivery also. Okay, for stock transfer. This, once you have done this setting, so define shipping data for plants as per our Excel. We have done this. Okay. Now let's try to check for supplying plant, assign supplying sales area. So let's come here. Assign delivering type and checking rule. So yesterday for intra-company, we have seen document type UB. For intercompany, it is NB. Okay. So for NB, what is that? It is like NLCC, replenishment delivery. Okay. Yesterday you have seen the delivery type as NL for UB. Someone has done wrong settings. Okay. Maybe it depends on requirement. Let's do it. NB, your supplying plant is 2727. Yesterday we have seen So for UB, the similar thing, your delivery type is NLCC, and this is your checking rule. Okay, let's make this one. If you want, you can able to see existing entries also. So UB is supplying plant. If you see either replenishment delivery, how the stock need to be checked, your availability will talks about that, right? So that's why you have to do this. Okay, we have done, what is that, for NB 2727, this is our supplying plant. Okay, so maybe if shipment scheduling is there, this other settings will be there. It depends on the road scheduling and other requirements. Don't get into the deeper of material management. So it depends on the customer scenarios. You just try to understand either your SD consultant, MM consultant, like, most of the time, like, it depends on the scenario, what kind of delivery needs to be done, either replenishment delivery or else SD side delivery, depends how the stock need to be checked and all those things. So now let's come here, SN document type. So here you will do the combination of your supplying plant is 2727, your receiving plant is 2030. Okay, so what is the document type? NB. So here we'll talks about, like, whether it is one step or two step. One step means your Migo will be automatically done. Let's see the two step. Let's try to fix errors if anything comes up. Here you have to understand always, this is also one of the entry question. Always, if you see this under delivery tolerance, always suppose from purchase order to while doing at the time of doing the delivery, suppose if 100 stock is there, you can do less than or equal to 100, but above our delivery you cannot able to do it. If under delivery tolerance also, if it is allowed, then you have to take this mark. You can test this while doing this one. Okay, you made it well. Now let's try to check what kind of issues we'll get it when it comes to our cycle. Okay, let's come here. We try to understand. We have done all these things. Okay, so here supplying plant or receiving plant is third setting. This is checking rule, delivery type level. Assign customer to receiving plant, that we did it. All these settings we have already done. Okay, so all settings is over. So now you try to understand one thing. Since the bill is raised from this company to this company code, so it is, if it is happening between two company codes, then we will call it as intercompany stock transfer. Further, the bill is called, either it might be in the form of commission, I have seen in real time, or else sometimes price might be the same. If the company code belongs, they don't want it, sometimes only tax only they will take, because since if it is moving one location to another location, or else a dummy will be there, but 99% you will have some bill will be there for accounts. Otherwise, if you are sending here to sending here, like, auditing issues will come. That is in real time, you don't worry, you try to understand the process. If you go any company, real time scenarios, it won't come from any other different world. It is within SAP only thing is that if the standard SAP won't matches, we'll do the custom solution. Okay, you try to understand this one. Even this part is 99%, it is belongs to consultants struggle. SD consultants, they are at safer side. Only the customer what we are creating and we are assigning, that is the job only you have. That's why, so some over enthusiastic interviewers, they will ask these questions. They would like to check your uh, IQ level for SD consultants. So for interview purpose, it is useful. And again, like, if you want to enhance your knowledge, once you become, all modules will be the same for any consultant once you get an experience of 6 to 7 years old. Okay, this is the difference. Otherwise, everything is falls on the same plate. It is belongs to Okay, some consultants, they don't ask. Okay, because it's not required SD to know, but sometimes it might be required only on this solution only you are working with consultants, or else more issues coming, on stock transfer side in your supporting project. Like that, you'll find the difference actually. So it doesn't matter. So this company now, when it comes to discussion, it need a stock. So then it will raise a PO to this plant. Okay, purchase order to this plant. So let's go for our first step for purchase order creation. Okay, this is your step one. Before moving ahead, let me try to add one more setting which doesn't have your intra-company stock transfer. So if you wanted to bill it, so then you have to do it like, yeah, in standard there is one procedure available, ICWA01, or else you can able to create your own pricing procedure. Okay, so what we have to do it, this procedure you have to assign always is supplying sales area plus your document pricing procedure plus customer pricing procedure. Okay, so your what is your supplying sales area here? Supplying sales area, what is that? What it talks about your supplying sales area? 2727, and 27 is your distribution channel, 27 is your division, plus document pricing procedure. From where it should come? It is N. Why it is N? Because from purchase order it should be copied actually. Okay, and this is one. For this you are going to assign your ICWA01. This is one of the key important setting to price whatever the stock transfer they received. This supplying company code, where is this? Not this. Your supplying company code will, this company code 1 will rise bill to this company code 2. So if you concentrate more, if you try to think on your own, you can able to understand all these things. So let's try to put in the bill different color. Okay, IV. So it's, so for that, vice versa, this setting is the only different setting you have. Otherwise everything, while creating the process also bit different for NB. Okay, let's come here. Let me try to choose this one. Okay, so now we are going to see what kind of moment types we will have for this, and we'll see this one. So the first stuff is ME21M. If we get any issues, let's see this. Let me try to log in. Our SAP session got expired. Let me log in and share you the screen. Let me share the screen. So now you can see this. First step is ME21M. Let's see what is the issues we'll face. So your NB will be there. Okay, this is for your standard PO. Okay, let's try to check if any other purchase document types are there. Yesterday we have this used for your STO. So folks, if it is required, your NB, they will create it as a ZNB or something like that. It depends on. So who is your vendor? Who is your vendor? Let's go and check in our Excel sheet. So this guy is 52. Let's copy this. Let's try to enter, because we're giving order to our vendor. So let's go to the org data. Let's try to enter our purchase organization is what? I think we have created Jubilant purchase D0002. Purchase group is this one. Our company code is 2031. Okay. Vendor 52 has not been created for purchase organization D0002. I think where we have created. Got some error now. Let me try to check. What is the company code? 2031. So purchase organization is D0002. Vendor has not been created for company code 2031. Okay. For 52 for what I have created? Oh, I have created this one. This is the went wrong. Okay. So it should be created for this one. We can extend this, but there is no use. Let's try to create another one. XK01. Before that, let's try to do one thing. So what is the purchase organization? So this is 52. We have created for this one. So let's try to check. So this one we created. Let's try to create one more vendor before that. It's not 52, I think. Okay, 2727. So this is how it happens if you try to process something unconsciously and live. Let me try to create a purchase company code. What is our company code? 2031. For 23031, our purchase organization is D0002. Or else I have forgotten our company code or what. Second, let's try to check. Let's try to create new vendor. Two 2030. So what is our country is DE. So our reconciliation is this one. So I'm just filling the mandatory fields, just a master data. If you want, you can able to fill it to speed up the process. So let's try to go to add purchase data. Okay, let's save this. So vendor is 53. Let's leave the 52. It's got created in wrong purchase area. Okay. Now let's try to create a P1O or first step ME21N. So let's give vendor for this. Let's go to the org data. So purchase org is D0002. Purchase group or company code is 2031. Okay, now see, this is how, like, if you're unconscious, then or the process, since I have experience also, I have done mistake while creating the vendor. I confused it with yesterday thing, not confused actually, on speed. If you do the speedy things, it will happen like this. So let's come to the material, the same material. So PO quantity 100. Before creating PO, confirming the PO, let's try to do this. Let at least we'll post one stock. This is stock shortcut, so that you will not face any issues with your receiving plant. Now we have created new receiving plant as 2031. Okay, so let's go back. So let's go to MB1C. Okay, let me share the screen for stock posting. Let's do one piece stock, so that we'll come to know, like, if any issues are there. Otherwise stock posting errors will come, then our process will be slow. So storage location I have created DDD. Let's check this. See, as I said, that parameters for plant 2030 not maintained. Let's resolve this. Okay, let's press enter. Since it is warning also, but we have to maintain plant parameters. So let's come here. So what is our plant parameters? 2030. So it's not maintained. So 2727, you take any existing plant settings, you can able to copy this to resolve this error. So parameters means all these settings. At the time of stock posting, I have explained. Okay, now let's press enter. So now you don't get this error. Let's try to check. Otherwise, it will hinder your process. Let's press enter. Let's try to give one piece of the stock. So what it is saying, combination of the plant 200 and material type trading goods does not exist. Okay, so let's try to go back. So what it is saying, an entry made up the combination normal automatically evaluated T134, edit your material type. Okay, so entry made up for this combination normally created automatically for all valuation areas T134. Okay, let's try to check. Let me try to do OMS2. One transaction will be there. So let me share OMS2. So probably you can go here. What is your this thing? Trading goods. So quantity value updation. This is also you'll get it. Error. Press enter. 2030. How you are going to evaluate your material? That also you have to tell that. Otherwise, while creating material document, you don't know to evaluate your stock actually. Now let's go MB1C. Let's press enter. Let's try to give some one stock. So now it is allowing. So for the storage location, let's save this. If you are lucky, then you don't get errors, but you got one more error for stock posting. Interval 41, 49 doesn't exist. Okay. Now let's go FBN1 quickly. What is your company code? 2030, because we have created new company code, right? That's why it's quite common. That's why you have to do this. Otherwise, if you go for your STO process, if you don't fix all these errors, you will have multiple errors while creating PO and your STO cycle actually. Let's go to the change mode. So let's check what are all the existing entries. So it is not available. So let's try to go to the change mode. Let's try to maintain. What is that? We got 49 series. This is 2022. So like 1 to some 1 lakh, I'll maintain this. Okay. Never try to put for all these settings external number range, otherwise you have to do it forcefully. Okay, now let's see whether stock posts or not. So good that let's try to save this. Okay, so stock posted. Now let's try to check MMBE before doing your stock. Let me remove this plant and storage location. Now you will come to know how many plants this material is there, from where to where you have to do the stock posting. So you see Golden Jubilee having one piece, just now we added. Okay, so for our 2727 German plant, how much stock is there? Sales storage location 1500. I think 1500 it is available. From 1500 to, we'll try to move 1500 1.500 1500. We'll try to add some 500 stock here. So yesterday we have seen intercompany stock transfer because it is in within the same company code 2727, these two plants. Now what we have to do, intercompany stock transfer means from 2727 to 2030 Jubilant plant we're transferring. That means Dhruvan Food Limited to Golden Jubilant Foods. We're transferring the stock because they required some sale over there. This is the company code 2031. Here company code and plant is the same. That's why it is showing like this. So now let's try to do it. If I show you separately 2030, how much stock you have? You have a stock. Storage location is one piece. So in the similar way, if I show the same thing 2727, so our supplying plant, the stock is how much? 1500. Now let's try to create a PO now. Okay, so our vendor is now 53. Forget about 52. So let's come here, purchase group. Our company code is this. From purchaser ordering side. So let's try to do our material. What is the material? How much quantity? See, yesterday for that intra UB, now it is NB. This is what we made the settings. Let's try to make it 500 pieces. Okay, what is my receiving plant? 2030. What is my storage location? DDD. This is what we have created for a difference. So now we got one more error. Customer does not exist. Please check in this plant. Okay, I told you, right? If some error is there, yesterday what we have seen such kind of what I would say uh, shipping tab won't be available. Okay, what it is saying, customer doesn't exist, please change entry in plant actually. So why we are getting this error, I will explain you. Let's try to. So if necessary, check the sales area 2727 2727. Okay, I got it. Define shipping data for plants. So we have created 2727. 2727 is correct. Let's try to check 2030. So here you have to assign your customer. I think it is not saved. What the customer you have created? Let's go to our Excel. So this is with 15, or else we're doing practice, right? Maybe someone might have removed. Oh, this is not properly copied. While copying, let's try to make it. So while saving, I think it's not copied. Okay, so I told you, right, this setting is very important. to get your shipping tab. Now let's come here. Whenever you make any change, so let's press enter. If it won't work, see, enter a plant. It is asking 2030. See, now you got your shipping tab. Previously it is not there. This is the difference. What your shipping tab, because of the setting. Okay, see, you got your customer here. Your customer is nothing but this is the dummy customer. There you are having your receiving plant address. So where I would like to send the stock, I should know my address, right? This is also one of the entry question actually. So your loading group and everything is copying from your material where you have extended. Let's try to check if any issues comes. We'll try to resolve. It's a live session actually. Okay, no worries. Sometimes you shouldn't be overconfident. Since you are from SD background, like different error. PBXS means your gross price. What exactly it is? Let's try to put it your purchase price for how much you are buying. This is I'm just keeping 200. Okay, sometimes you can able to determine automatically here. So let's try to click this button. You should be so happy. Why? Because you don't have any issues for this. Okay, so King Rocky is fine for us to transfer the stock. Let's try to save this PO. Okay, so your PO is ends with let's try to click, otherwise sometimes we will forget this one. Okay, let's come here, ME22N. Okay, ME22N. Let's try to open our PO 584. Okay, so for this we're going to do shipping. So you can able to find what the hell happening. 1 second. Let me double click this. Okay, this is my maximizing. Okay, this is what you have to do this. If you come here, you can find one thing. Let me show you. So your planned delivery time and everything is copied and your shipping conditions is copied, and this is fine. So your shipping point from here to here you are sending. Okay, shipping point determination is already there because we have done this in a. Okay, now what is the next step for you? Okay, you have to do the delivery. So what you have to do, VL10D, because we have chosen checking rule SD delivery, or also you can able to do it. What I would say, you can able to do replenishment delivery also at your end. Let's choose this. What is your shipping point? 2727. Oh, let's go and give our PO. Maybe the date. I don't know. Let's remove all these things. See, you got your NB. For intra stock transfer, it is UV. Let's check this. Let's click on background. So for 100 pieces, so it's came like this. So let's click on the background. So what it is saying, so cannot be created, it is blocked by another user. I think someone might be using something for the same transaction code. That's why we got this issue. Let's wait. Who is that another user? Let's try to check. This is quite common. It happens in practice system. Okay, see if anything misses, errors came, maybe it's released by another user. So like same process, no errors, select this group and click on the documents. So let's say this is the delivery document, it is got created. Let's come here. Okay, see what is the item category? NLC. Yesterday it is NL. So let's come here, picking. Let's come to status overview. Okay, picking not yet done. Let's check for this 643 moment type. Okay, let's try to check. Let's do the picking for this. Say let's do the post goods issue. Your replenishment cross company delivery is created. Now VL0 to N. Let me show you what is the document type for this. If you go to the header, if you come here, administrative data, if you see NLCC, this is what we have done, right? So SD delivery we have chosen, then this is the one. If you choose the replacement delivery, then you have to do you will get something different. Okay, so 100 stock you have delivered. Now let's go and check MMBE. You won't get it. It is in two-step. Two-step means you have to do the goods receipt. Let's come here. 2727. So first you check in this plant, stock is reduced. See, 500 it is reduced. 100 it is reduced. We have created for 100, I think. Okay, 1500 it was there. 100 it is reduced, and let's try to check 2030 for the same thing. Let me share the screen. So for 2030, let's try to keep it one more time. Let me share the screen. 2727. If you see, one piece is there. Here 100 is reduced. 100 where it is there? On order stock. That means it is in transit. When I say, see, this person is delivered the stock, it came here, it is ready to move here. When I do the goods receipt, then only it will move in two-step procedure. Okay. Yesterday we can able to see MB5T, there is one transaction. Okay. I have 1 second. So for stock transfer order or cross company stock transfer order, sometimes there is couple of scenarios will be there. It depends on manufacturing industry. This also I have seen. There is something called valuated stock, valuated SIT, that is bit advanced. Don't worry about this. So like, now ours is cross company code stock transfer. The transaction code is MB5T. Okay, if you press enter, so it is telling that boss, so crispy cookies gray flavor for 2030 100 pieces are ready. So the stock worth is 200. Okay, net order quantity value is this one. Okay, so let's try to Migo. Okay, as per our scenario. So before doing Migo, let me try to make it our intercompany bill also, because since stock is transferred from 2727 to 2030, IV document should be created. So let me try to maintain OVKK, the setting. Okay, SD account determination. So our sales organization is supplying side 2727. So what is our distribution channel? 27. So this is 27. Your document pricing procedure is N and your customer pricing procedure is 1. So IC AA01. This is for intercompany billing. So intercompany condition type also you need to be maintained. Okay. So let me try to go back to the system Excel. So here this is the setting actually. Still now what we have done. So where is our cycle? So we have created delivery. Okay. Step 2. Similar like yesterday only, there is no difference. Step 2. Now steps 3 should be Migo. Actually, I told you I forgotten to maintain this setting. Now I'm maintained for this pricing procedure determination. So let's maintain the condition type also if the price is there. Okay. So the price should be maintained for your purchase price. So since it is derived from your supplying plant, so VK 11 PA011 condition type will be there. So ordering sales organization is what? 2030 2031 ordering sales organization. Okay. And your plant is your supplying plant. So that means delivering plant. So material is this one. How much? Let me keep it. So like 180. Let's put it here. Let's save this. Now let's do Migo for goods receipt. It's in transit. Now stock 100 stock is available in transit. Okay. So either with reference to inbound delivery or else PO, you can able to take it. What is our PO? This one. Press enter. So what it is saying? One more error. Let's try to check. Okay. This is for our plant. For this plant, we have to receive. So this is the material. This is the quantity 100. So where we have to take it for this plant? Where what is our storage location? We're asking to please transfer to this storage location for 2030. Let's check if any error comes. Okay, it is saying item. Okay, let's check one more time. If some issues are there, document flow it is not updated, it's not required. So we're doing the receipt with 101 momentum. Always try to remember. Stock is transferring with 643 and 101. Let's try to post this one. So here also we got some error. Interval 50 does not exist for FBN1. Since it is a new company code, yesterday it didn't throw any errors because we ran some processes. So let's go FBN1. So company code 2031. So let's try to put it new entry. So 51 for 2022. See, material document won't generate otherwise. Let's try to keep it 5 zeros to 1 2 3 4 5. Let's present, no problem. Let's save this. So now let's try to do the Migo. This is how you have to fix the issues. Okay, sometimes it won't be that much easy to fix actually. So while practicing, you will come to know on your system. So anyhow, in real time, it is fixed by your consultants. So it is asking enter storage location. That's it. Let's check. Okay, no problem. Let's try to post if any other error comes for this 100 stock or not. Interval 50. I think I have maintained for 51. Let's save this. Now let's try to do Migo again. See, now material document got posted. Now let's come here, try to check MMBE. So now the stock is moved 101. Okay, this is how you have to do it, Migo, and you have to do the billing also for intercompany invoice before this step actually. So VF01, if you come here with this delivery document reference, like you might get, see, if you see IV, I told you, right, intercompany billing. If you click here, conditions, so our condition record, it is not available. Let's go and check the analysis. So IV01 is reference condition type. Either IV01 and IV02 it should be determined. So where is our if someone has removed this condition type, then you will not get it. Let me go to V/06. Let's go to PI01. So for PI01, so reference condition type, it is missing. So that means it copies from there. Okay, IV01. Let's try to put it V. Let's save this. Let me try to go to conditions. Let me go to the analysis. So Let me maintain PA01. So this is a reference condition type. It is saying no problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, condition type it is already there. Okay, let it be. Okay, now let's create the bill now. Let's check. Let me try to carry out the new pricing because this condition type should have maintained. Or else we will run one more cycle. So for intercompany, okay, let it be. Let's save this. It is now saved. Since the condition type is not determined, that's why we're not getting the bill. We haven't maintained early. So let me try to fix this one at a pricing level. Even if you maintain your PR00, that will be inactivated. So intercompany price required for your intercompany billing. So for this combination, sales org condition record missing, it is saying, okay, my plant is supplying plant. Vice versa, I have maintained reference condition. It is not required actually. Let's keep this one out. Let's do one thing. Let's run the cycle. Let's try to take 400 stock, 100 we got it right. Let's try to make it. Plant is this. Storage location, if I don't assign, so let's click VL10D and split 85. Let's go to the delivery document. Let's do the picking. Now let's check the stock MMBE. Previously it was 101. It should be 501 once you do the MIGO. Okay, now it should be 101. It is transit. I'm just showing you this one more time. Why? Because we didn't receive say 400 in on the way for transit. Now before doing MIGO only, we can do the bill. Let's check this whether the price is coming or not. See, now the value it is calculated. Okay, when I try to redetermine, it didn't come. Now if you come here, see, anyhow your VK11 for your base price also it will come, but those will be inactivated. So this is for your vendor plant 2727 for supplying the goods. He is charging 200 per piece. So total price 200 per piece. So we charge it for 400, 4 into 2, 8, almost 80,000, like 100 or 1000 we have maintained the price. So what is we maintained? Price is 200. Okay. So this is how you have to create the intercompany bill. If you try to check, so some issue came, account determination. Let's come here. Let's try to check what does it is. Before that, you try to check your header level. See, your pair is this one, Golden Jubilee Foods, because he received the stock. He is paying to whom? Your supplying company code. So this is how your intercompany bill got created. So if you see this is a net price. So if you come to the conditions, I just have created. So price is 200. So like you see, this is 80,000. Let's save this. If you come here, if you go to the header, so the company code is 2727. So let's come here. Accounting document error came. We will try to fix this one. It's not a issue. Okay. If you see, this is bill raised, and let's try to check the conditions. You see the pair. Who is the pair? This is the pair. This pair is your Golden Jubilee Foods. Paying for whom? 2727. Okay. Let's go to account determination analysis. So let's try to check, because account assignment group for customer is missing. Okay, that's what we got, an error. Now go to XD02. What is our customer? Let's go and try to check in our Excel. So this is the customer. Let's select this. Let's go to the sales area data. Because for the sales area, everything is newly created. We missed something. That is like your account assignment group also. Let's try to put this one. Now let's try to go VF02 for posting. Okay, since it won't be there. Why? Because see, in your support also you'll get issues like this. What do you have to do? You have to choose manually, or else you cancel and you try to create new one. This is for distributor. Let's save this. Now it is created. Okay, now let's go to accounting document for your intercompany. See, Golden Jubilee customer, it is billed, so then it will be debited customer account. So your revenue account will be credited. Revenue account means like your 2727 company code for receiving that stock. So let's try to do Migo quickly. What is the PO? Either PO or else with reference to inbound delivery. But best practice you have to do with your delivery only. Why? Because if you see here purchase order I'm doing, so we have to do with outbound delivery only. Why we have to do this? Because maybe at the time of doing delivery, stock might be reduced because of 100 delivery tolerance. Okay, so let's click here. Let's check. See this check, why they have kept. If any issues comes, it will throw here before posting. Okay, it's not a deal. Let's do the posting. Okay, now let's check your MMBE. So stock will be like 101. Now I added another 400. Now it is 501. So this is how two-step procedure. Whereas SPRO, if you go to reference IMG and let's go to your material management again. So purchasing, let's go to the purchase order. Let's try to check the scenario 2. Like without Migo, you can able to do it. Set up stock transfer order. In this assign document type, one-step procedure we will see now. So this is your 2727. So let's try to do 2727 2030. Okay, let's try to, someone has deleted. Okay, 1 second. 2727, your plant is 2030, which is NB. Let's try to check procedure. Since it is practice system, people play with the system, no worries. So let's try to do one step. That means without Migo. Let's do ME21N. Let's take the vendor. Okay, let me take the material PO quantity. Let me take another 500. Let me keep the net price for my PVXX. My receiving plant is this. The storage location is this. So okay, So now it is came. Let's save this order. So what is this? Do you want to put document on hold and process this data? Okay. Document contains no items. What is this error? Okay. Okay. Now everything is fine. You got your shipping tab also. I'm sending for this customer. If you click this, okay, go and check in your conditions. PBXX. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go to item level. Go to the conditions. So the purchase price now it is copied. Okay, 200. Since we maintained the condition type previously, I entered manually, but still it is not copied to SD document type. Let's save this. So it ends with 586. You remember, before that, let me show you the stock first. So 2030, supplying plant is 2727. Let's press enter. Just observe this. So stock now available in Jubilant Food 501, receiving plant here 1000 is available. So now previously it is waiting here because since we didn't do Migo, now it will go directly here. Okay, without doing Migo. If I do the outbound delivery, okay. So from 1500 to be reduced, it will become like a 1001 Jubilant Foods. So let's process this VL10D. Sorry, shipping point. Let's remove this. See, for this in real time, they will set up a job to run all these things. No one will do manually. Okay. Or else if less process is there for your manufacturing, they will do manually. Otherwise, if any issue happens, say I'm just doing 500 stock. Let's click on this log for creation. It is very important always. See, if you have more errors will come, like if you don't do process properly. Okay, let's come to this document. Let's try to choose the group. Let's see, 100% it should work, but let's see the movement types and all. See, 643 is there, now it is 645. Okay, I'll give you that list, don't worry. So let's do the first goods issue. Now previously we used it to do the Migo. Now we need not do the Migo. Stock will be automatically added to your, see, 500 become, what is this, 1001. So for 2727 it should be reduced. That also I will show you as a proof. See, it's reduced to 500. Now it is added to your golden jubilant food. So this is how you have to do the stock transfer. Some parallel scenarios will comes, but most of times it's like a standard. Okay, this is intercompany. So now let's try to do the bill also for this document. So like for 500 stock, this is the value. Go to conditions. Let's try to share the screen one more time. So this is IV01. Okay, so you see VF01, you have to run it, the transaction. So this is the price. So NLC is your item category. Okay, let's save this. Now let's go to VF02. Similar story like we have already seen. It will also similar way, it will generate the accounting document for Jubilee Hits Jubilee, Golden Jubilee Foods, we raised the bill. For this customer account will be debited, revenue account will be credited. Now let me try to show you something. Okay. So this is item category. So NLN. Okay. See, this is the item category for your stock transfer item. Okay. And it's relevant for picking because we are doing picking. Storage location required. And there is no storage location rule over here. And let me try to show you something for your understanding. What is the difference between your SD side item category determination for outbound delivery versus if you try to use purchase order? So what is our delivery type? NLCC. See, for NLCC, okay, so it should be determined NLC. This is the difference. Usage, it should be V actually. V means your related. Okay, for purchase order, so you are going to determine this one NLC, or else the CHSP is for your batches actually, for batch determination. In the similar way, let's go for NLC. NL. So NLN, this is for your intra-company stock transfer. This is how you have to find the difference. So the thing is that why we got error, because we forgot to maintain our 10th setting. This is what I would like to tell. More importantly, I forgot to tell you. So in second, we resolve this and we have done this. And real time also you'll kind of these kind of similar kind of issues. This is how you have to configure intercompany stock transfer. If you are consultant, then you should be serious about all these things. If you are SD consultant, still you should be serious. It depends. Like, if you're working in manufacturing industry, relevant kind of, scenarios comes into pictures. Your intercompany STO 1-step or 2-step processes will be there. Okay. So let me try to put it here if required. Okay. So let me try to put it the moment types. So like, so today what we have seen, our PO type is PO type. Enter is what? Enter is NB, whereas intra is UB. Okay. So then delivery type. Okay. What is this? Delivery type, it is enter NLCC, whereas it is NL. Okay. So in the similar way, item category, it is NLC. Okay. This is NLN or something is there. Item category, I will show you. So let's try to check the schedule line category. Okay. It is NC for enter, and your intercompany billing document will be IV. SCH category and intercompany billing. See, if you're transferring in between the plants within the same company code, there is no billing. Otherwise, sometimes you will have something like pro forma invoice will be there. You got it? So this is how you have to handle your intercompany and intra-company processes. Okay, here you have something called NLN will be there. Okay, schedule and category will be NN. Okay, so you don't have this one intercompany billing for intercompany stock transfer. So here movement types will be there. So one step it is like one I will keep it 647. For two step, what is that? 641. This is for intra. Here one step it is 645. For two step it is 643. See, it is automatically determining because standard you have item category determination with NLC and NLN. This, if you remember, like, generally people don't do ragging while doing interview, but some people will ask what is the movement type for this, what is the, so if you remember, if you don't remember, it doesn't matter, you should know the process. That's what you can able to talk confidently. If you remember, then it is good, better to give a preparation. Why should you have to quarrel with your interviewer? Like if he is from a MM background, suppose if he learned SD, he will ask these questions, or else if he's directly MM consultant, you don't know to whom you will be get interviewed. Like all these things will be there. And more importantly, PA01 is the condition type. For that, reference condition type is IV01. So in the similar way, this is for quantity level or value level. So you have something called PA02 and there is something called IV02. This is for your percentage. Okay, you can play with the system accordingly. So for maintaining this condition type, transaction code is VK11, change is VK12 and VK13. This is how you have to configure your intercompany stock transfer. Okay, that's all about your intercompany stock transfer. Let's see another session with another concept tomorrow.